Afronation 2024 is happening live in Portugal once again. Yeah, Afronation 2024 is happening live in Portugal once again. Afronation, we all know, brings the world together. Like it's a platform created, for a music stage created to bring the world together. And this time around, they've lined up series of musicians from all over the world. Yeah, they've lined up series of musicians from around the world. We have the almighty, the likes of the almighty Nicki Minaj, Barbie. Yeah, Nicki Minaj will be performing live. And mind you, it will be happening on the 26th of June 2024, Wednesday, June 26th, 2024 to Friday, June 28th, 2024. Yeah, June 28th, 2024, and it's happening live in Portugal, bro. Yeah, we have the likes of Nicki Minaj performing, we have Tyler, we have Daju, we have Fali Ipupa, we have the likes of Rema, Omale, Charlie Poppy, Taju, we have the likes of Flavor, we have J Hoss. Is it J Hoss or J Hughes? I still have problem with the pronunciation of that name, yeah. And we have Uncle Waffles, we have Odumodu Black, we have we have Kevin Momo, we have Kamo Mfela, we have Focalistic, we have Ashake, we have Diamond Platinum, we have Shai Vibes, Major League DJs, and Tyler ICU. Yeah, we have series of musicians, from around the world. Yeah, series of musicians from around the world. And like one of my favorite musicians who happens to be Nicki Minaj. Yeah, Nicki Minaj, the main, the headliner. Yeah, did I mention Ashake? Yeah, Ashake will be performing. Yeah. And at the moment I've heard one or two of my people, one or two of my people, Ghanaians complain about the fact that no Ghanaian was built to perform. Yeah. We are going to be discussing about my people once again, bro. Like, Charlie, I've heard, this conversation in Ghana about the fact that no Ghanaian was built to perform, which, of course, I don't see why people should be complaining, as a Ghanaian, you should be complaining, yeah? I don't see why you should be complaining as a Ghanaian for not seeing our musicians on stage. Yeah, in as much as we had the likes of Kim Promise, getting all the monster hits, Terminator blowing around the world. We have the likes of Kamido, we have some couple of musicians. I think last year Kamido and Jackie performed, yeah. Jackie and Kamido performed last year, but this year we couldn't, make it. No Ghanaian had the opportunity to perform, and one or two people are going like, okay, if it was to be the Afrochella, yeah, the Afro Future, yeah, if it was to be the Afro Future or any Ghanaian event, there is no way we could have, done it without bringing, on stage one or two Nigerians and all those kind of stuff. Like we all know the conversations. We all know the conversations in Ghana regarding the Nigerians' penetration. Yeah, we all know the conversation. But, I don't seem to get why our people are complaining, man. Whether we like it or not, the Afronation belongs to the people, yeah? It belongs to Nigerian people. And, this time around, I feel the Nigerians weren't selfish. When it comes to the Afronation, I don't think Nigerians are selfish. Nigerians are not they are not selfish when it comes to, their perform. Because, in as much as no Ghanaian was built to perform, we still had a lot of African musicians, musicians from around, Africa. We still had some musicians from other African countries, on board, performing. So I don't seem to get why people are making it look, trying to make Nigerians look bad when it comes to, billing Ghanaians. We still had the likes of Tyler RC, we had Tyler from South Africa, we have some Uncle Waffles, we had Kevin Momo, like some Focalistic and all these people from South Africa, and the other part of African countries performing. Fali Ipupa, they are all performing. Yeah, and they are not Nigerians. They are from other part of African countries. So I don't seem to get why Ghanaians are complaining. And I do understand. Because whenever Nigeria is mentioned, the Ghanaians, normally feel, how should I put it, bro? whenever Nigeria, the name Nigeria, is mentioned, or whenever Nigerians are doing something, organizing any show, Ghanaians are always feeling entitled. Like Ghanaians always try to feel entitled. Meanwhile, we are not the only country in Africa. Yeah, we do get, like at the moment, the reason why Nigerians are always built on all the bigger platform is due to the fact that they are doing something extraordinary. They have the numbers and they are producing, quality hit songs. They are producing quality hit songs. That's how come, they are always built on these bigger platforms and stages. But how many Ghanaians are producing, that quantity of hit songs? Or hit songs. How many Ghanaians are doing that? Every year we will normally get only one, Ghanaian blowing, the whole of Africa. Every year, we don't normally get more than two musicians blowing at a time in Ghana. We always, try to play the one top game, which is not helping us. We should always try to, produce quantity, like quality and quantity. Nigerians are producing quality and quantity, but Ghanaians will produce, it's either Ghanaians are producing quantity, at a particular time, or quality on a minimum base. I don't seem to get it. And, this really affecting us. Ghanaians are always trying to push one particular musician that they really love. Instead of us to push all the quality, like musicians producing quality tracks, we are normally pushing only, some couple of musicians. And, at the end of the day, these musicians that we are normally, trying to, put out there are not the ones, to actually put the country on the map. You understand? These musicians are actually not the ones to put the country on the map. We should always try to, I think, open the floor. We should try to open the floor so that, a series of musicians who are producing quality, can come on board so that we can push the whole Ghanaian agenda, and, help build the African music industry. Like looking through the list, I think Nigerians were the ones dominating. Yeah, I think Nigerians were the ones dominating. Because we had Ashake, we had Shea Vibes, we had Rema, we have Omale, we had Odumodu Black and some couple of other musicians. And like I feel like, these people are not just, putting their musicians on. They are not just putting their musicians on. They are also making sure that the musicians they are putting on the bill, or the musicians they are always pushing out there, are producing quality. Like, among all the musicians that I've mentioned, can you mention even one of them? Can you mention even one of them who doesn't produce quality? Can you mention one of them who doesn't produce quality? I'm not trying to, downgrade the effort of our musicians. I'm not trying to downgrade the effort of Ghanaian musicians, but what I'm trying to say is we should always try to learn from people who are achieving victories. We should always try to learn from people who are achieving victories. But in Ghana, everybody want to do their own thing. We always trying to do our own thing. Kamido did it. Like Kamido got a hit song with what's the name of the song? What's the title of that song? Baby, Gangasa, man, them suffer to find your love. Yeah, Kamido had a very huge song, and instead of most of our musicians to go closer to him and ask him how he made it, everybody want to do like things on their own. Just imagine if it was a Nigeria who had this great monster hit, subsequently, we would have had a lot of musicians also getting similar hit. Just imagine, the days when, the likes of the Banjos and, all these musicians were, featuring the Americans. Afterwards, we had series of musicians, trying to build links. They are trying to build, a relationship with these musicians. But just imagine after Beyonce. I mean, Beyonce featured Shatawale, Sakwede featured Esud. We had who else? Who else? Like, we don't normally see it. We don't normally see it. Instead of us to, approach Shatawale or maybe one Stone Boy or maybe a Sakwede to ask him how were you able to, feature all these musicians on your album or your tracks, so that we can also do the same and, push. And one thing I also like about Nigeria is the fact that they are very adventurous. And, they are not just adventurous, they are also calculative because, they are still making money. They are still making money. Like, after, investing hugely, into their craft, they are still making their money back. They are still making their money back. So I think, we should try to learn a lot, bro. We should try to learn a lot. And, we shouldn't also, be expecting, we shouldn't always be expecting too much from the Nigerians. We also have our platforms, bro. We also had our platform somewhere last year, during the Afronation, the Afrofuture. No Nigerian was, built to perform. No Nigerian was built to perform. In as much as we had Odumodum Black coming to, support, I think Davido also came. I think apart from Davido, it was only Davido. But no Nigerian complained. No Nigerian complained that, okay, you people are doing your thing. Why didn't you put our musicians on? Why didn't you put our musicians on? You understand? No Nigerian complained. So I feel like Ghanaian too, we shouldn't complain. We shouldn't complain. We should just sit back and watch them do. And, whatever mistake they make, we learn from it. Whatever, success, like whatever that happens, we learn from it and, also try to improve our music industry with it. You understand? So, anyway, my name is Jimmy Ralph. Kindly subscribe to this channel, like, comment, and always stay connected. Fun time, bro. Time. Jimmy Ralph. Flat against with a play on the street with a do things you can't imagine. But boys never play with a high grade. But boys never give up on streets. Depression, killer we as we keep grinding, chasing the mullah. You don't see how when our eyes make danger. Never judge my hustle with the bad mind. Never say I was no street boy, I be good boy turn bad. Never tell you back on me if you see me in danger. This be the reality, but no say I get a choice. Living there, get to kind of life, we know, but say we have a choice. Oh Lord, who the enemies to shame, make you over them. Make you never ever judge me, brother man. Make you never ever judge me, brother man. Be God, be God, be God. Be God, be God, be God.